Okay, as you can see, my topic is a little different than your cards of yours showed. For our speech, I would like to ask everybody a question. How many books do you read in a week? I'm not talking about the long holidays such as Chinese New Year's, but the normal ones, which you have to face a lot of things like going to school, primary school. You have to face a lot of homework, housework, and other duties. And for the books I mentioned, it's not about comic books, or the sexy photo albums, or the gossiping things, or your school textbooks. So you may have your own answer now, and I'm going to tell you my answer. Actually, I once read 7 books in a week. That's the number. Which means I have to finish the whole book every single day that week. And this is the list. You can see this is not just about a pile of novels or a pile of story books, but there are many kinds of books which have some of them tell different stories, some of them tell easy stories like that. And right now, there might be some of you have this thought in your mind. Yes, I can tell it from your face. But this is not on purpose today. Showing off is not what I want to do. What I want to do is to prove that actually you can make it like me. There are multiple kinds of reasons that stop people from reading from their daily life. But there's only one main reason. It's time. Till now we have sufficient time for playing, for drawing, for making fun of each other, doing some hilarious things when we were in primary school and kindergarten. But as we grow up, we find our leisure time is shrinking, replaced by more and more homeworks, more and more houseworks, more and more tasks, and the other things. And especially for us, senior high school students, the short of time is very significant because we have many things to do. We have a lot of homework. We spend much time in our current school. We have a lot of clubs. We even want to get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and that truly takes a lot of time. So, to make sure we get enough sleep, we need to make a selection. We need to cross out something in our daily life. And unfortunately, most students cross out their reading habit at first. But do you really make a good use of your time in a week? Let's figure out the next question here. Well, I have 24 hours a day, and I have 7 days a week. Actually, everyone has 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. So we got 168 hours now. And then we spend at least 9 hours at school on every weekday, and we have 5 weekdays a week. So now we have 123 hours now. And let's cross out our sleeping time. A scientist suggested to sleep over 8 hours every day. But this is impossible for us. We are senior high school students. So I suppose it to be 6 hours every day, so now we got 81 hours left. And now I have 4 classes in a week in primary school, and each class that's for 3 hours. So now we have 69 hours left. And I spend an hour studying at home every weekday, and I spend an extra 2 evenings staying in school and studying. So now we have 58 hours left. And I spend no longer than 16 hours on weekends to study. So we have 42 hours left. And I spend 1.5 an hour on traffic time every day on average. So now we have 31.5 hours left. And finally, I spend an hour on doing my housework each week, which is very less. And I also spend 2.5 hours on taking my shower every day totally. Yes, I really calculated it. So we got 28 hours left. Finally, we got 28 hours left. 28 hours, which is longer than a single day, is the real spare time you have. But you didn't feel it, right? You're so busy, you are so busy every day, and you didn't feel like you actually had 28 hours left. Why? It doesn't disappear, but it is wasted second by second in your normal life. Remember, when you are surfing on your Facebook, time flies. When you are sharing gossip with your friends, time flies. When you are worrying about your math test tomorrow but doing nothing, time flies. Every single last of your spare time can once accumulate with each other's, it can be a great amount of your loss for your leisure time, for your spare time. So try to avoid those unnecessary spendings of your spare time, and I'm sure that you can get enough time for you to do some extra extensive reading. Besides, reading can pair with anything. If you're eating dinner, I'm sure that you can actually have a very good reading experience. And if you are a commuter, you can also make your traffic time into a wonderful moment for you to broaden your knowledge. But just keep one thing in your mind: protect your eyes. And just to prove that, you actually have more time than you expected. And now I'm going to break out a stereotype about reading. Some students may think reading will decrease their efficiency on doing their homework and therefore damage their grades. However, my story is contrast to it. It happened this is a little war happening in a place where everybody knows, the daycare class. And my top enemy is the homeroom teacher of the daycare class. Just like every homeroom teacher, she picked up every rock on my homework and she made me very angry. And I'm tired of it, I'm bored of it. So I waste my time on playing, daydreaming, doing some useless things, and finally I finished nothing. But one day, I find a bookshelf full of musical kinds of books outside the classroom. I really love it. I want to read all the books on the bookshelf. So from then on, after I get into my daycare class, I started to finish my homework as soon as possible. And I took the books out and read. I truly enjoy my reading. But my homeroom teacher pays me to do it. Actually, she banned me from doing that for many months. But I didn't take it seriously, I'm a student. So our war began. And she takes revenge. A daycare class will have a lot of test papers for students to do, for students to exercise. And when I get my copy of the test papers next time, I find I get 2 times much as other students did. I look at my homeroom teacher, and she gave me an evil smile. Well, I don't want to lose this time. I don't want to lose. So I spent a whole weekend doing those homework assignments. And finally, I finished all the test papers. I was really proud of myself, and I went back to my normal schedule. I still reading. And that truly annoyed her. So she gave me every test papers she could find for me, from the hardest to the easiest. But she didn't realize that some of the questions, actually most of the questions are very similar. This is not that many questions for primary school students. So I usually finish it very quickly in a very short time, and then I enjoy my reading. And finally, she gave up. I want my freedom back. I want my freedom of reading back. And then I also enhance my efficiency on reading. I'm doing my homework, doing that test papers. And I also get a very higher grade in school because I didn't waste my time anyway. This story proves that if you really have a great motivation of reading, reading will not reduce your efficiency. You can enhance it instead of damaging your grades. Besides, if you really make a good use of your spare time, you can actually, there's no need for you to make your studying time into reading time, just as I mentioned. And I want to show you some gains and losses if you want to become a book lover like me. And now, let's start it from the losses. First, you'll definitely lose some of your friends because, for senior high school students, especially for the girls, the friendship is based on the time you spend on each other. If you refuse to share some gossip with your friends, or you refuse to go shopping with them, you will definitely be isolated because you want to read the books on your hand. You'll definitely be isolated by some of them. And next, you'll become quieter and more solitary because as you got more information from the book, as you got more knowledge from the book, you will think more and debate yourself more. And it will make you just like you are the crazy people murmuring something, and it will be more common if you will read more. And finally, you'll be afraid of the bookstores. Yes, million kinds of books for you to buy, for you to select, for you to own, and it will truly kill your wallet because it is hard to resist the desire that you want to own all the books you want. And that's due to the games. And as you can see, there are 3 games also, and magically, those games can actually cover up all the losses I just mentioned. First, you will actually get more friends from reading, because reading enhances your knowledge, it broadens your horizon, and you can meet more people, you can make more book lovers from reading. And if you have a similar reading experience as they do, you will actually become better friends, become good friends forever. And next, you will make a strong statement, because as you get knowledge from the books, as you get information from the books, you can actually make a strong statement when you are discussing some certain issues with each other. You're not feel out of words, and you can even make a stronger argument when you are debating with your mom about your grades, about your time, about your girlfriend, and this is very useful. And the third one is it can actually save your wallet. Why? Because if you really want to buy that books, if you really want to buy more books, you need to cut your expense, you need to be more economical, and you need to find a cheaper way to get your books. And that actually can save your wallet finally. So in today's speech, I just proved that you actually had more time than you expected for reading. And the reading cannot reduce your efficiency, but enhance your efficiency and even help you get more grades. And I also proved that the gains and losses of reading can actually be better for you. So I want to conclude my speech with the Chenping bookstore, books, and everything in between. If you really love reading, I believe we can actually get everything. Thank you very much.
好，那我们先来听一下现场同学有没有要发问，老师有没有发问，都给回馈都可以哦，就自由的举手就可以了。好，同学你好像越幼稚。
你讲这些啊，教人如何阅读，看起来像一个数学老师的角色，而且有点像是你自己在讲的时候，也有点像辩论，只是我说你就举出一堆证明，然后就跟大家说我证明了，其实你有很多字，就是这个在一般的演讲上面是不太容易看到的，就是一般来讲，好像可能一般人会用说故事来讲一件事，可是你这边是直接用数学，然后把它证明出来之后，你看这个绝对是学出来的，我觉得这挺好的。
你有被说服吗？
不错。
你说你是辩论社还是有什么背景？社团？
其实小班社。
校还有社，对，跟你喜欢阅读是有关系。很好，好，谢谢同学。那有没有其他同学要再回馈的？或老师呢？
我想质疑我的那个计算方式也没关系哈。我说，其实我真的没有那么多时间，然后玩社团之类的，就给你们可以提出来一些自己想要这样的方式。
好，那我这边可以有个同学先来。
你如果这样子读书，你会怎么睡觉？会到接近12点吗？还是很早就上床睡觉？
那你知道高中生就6个小时嘛，尽量6个小时。
你确定3个时间真的不能拿来读书？可是
老师在的话，其实我就没有把这个拿起来，完全想拿起来。Well, in some certain class, you can actually enjoy your reading, no matter what the class is.
是个新生啊，好，那社会老师们有没有回应的？来，我们请蔡老师。
我要讲一下，其实他刚刚那个数学的算法，就是那个学长提供的，所以他自己说我的 idea 很好，所以他是等一下下一位讲者。对，然后我要介绍一下这个同学，因为他一开始提出那个1周读7本书，那个真的有吓到，因为高中生我觉得真的很难做到，但是他不是骗你，是真的有做到。那这一次的分享，我觉得。他的口气跟自信都有出来，甚至是像他在讲一些排比句啊，当你在做什么时候，时间就飞走啊这边。那我觉得对大家都有很跟着他的情绪在走，甚至到最后他就说：“我相信你们也可以7本书，是不是？”有被说服对，接下来可以7本书。对，谢谢大家。
好，谢谢老师。那还有时间现在？哦，好。8分钟，我这边整理一下我自己简单的回馈和补充哈。那我讲一下这个同学几个不错的点。第一个，我觉得他的开场白，他就是用一个 question 的方式，然后让观众引起观众的兴趣好奇，至少让观众先思考这个问题，然后他才能够切进去哈，至少引起你的注意力。我觉得这是也是一个很常见的技巧，但是或者像一个 说个故事，这都是很常见的让观众引起兴趣的技巧，这是他的优点。那第二个呢，他呢就是有他那个阿福就好棒棒的耶。我觉得他有记录大家的那个生活的经验还不错，就是他有放一些 humor 进去哦，就是幽默感进去这样子。那第三个呢，他的那个其实你发现同学这个语调非常的有变化，而且因为他分享是他真实的故事，所以他讲起来我真的觉得历历在目。而且他每天生活中，我觉得哇，真的是带入你这个情境。我觉得这是真的，当你分享一个真实的东西，其实是效果容易打出来。讲故事的 power 就在这里，他的魅力就在这里。就是他的语气，我觉得很棒。那第四个就刚刚老师讲，他用那个排语句，就是他 repetition 的部分 ，time flies， 他说哇，就是加强那个印象，超好的。然后第五个就是他的那个同学，他虽然讲的滔滔不绝，可是他没有忘记跟你做眼神的交汇，他还是有确定说观众在听我讲话，我不是有 reach 到你的内心这样子哦。那最后一个优点就是，我觉得他在放那个，其实他的优点非常多哦。他后面他的语调文笔真的不错，同学他用的是他先提出 reading 的缺点 losses， 然后再 gains， 那两个他估就造成一个所谓的对比，就完全是刚好相反的概念。然后最后他的 ending， 他放的这句话我觉得非常棒。然后他的 ending， 他做的那一句叫做什么？对 ，everything for it， 就是他又有去呼应，所以我觉得他本身是一个文采非常的好，我听得出来，他其实是有下苦心的哦。好，然后再给一点小小的让他更好的建议哈，就是他的那个 PPT 啊，我自己觉得啦，后面我这样看，我觉得红色不清晰耶。你们后面同学有没有觉得头下面就是回味啊？所以同学如果说大家觉得什么颜色会比较清晰，因为对，我也觉得亮黄色那个会整个 stand out。不过它这样其实后面的因为我们场地是小的，如果大就更看不到。
对，因为我原本是想说要关掉的，
对，
关掉的，因为它背景如果背景黑的话。其实从色彩学上来讲的话，黄色跟黑色是最好的颜色。
黄色跟黑色。
对，是最好的。如果加入沙滩色这个学姐也是行。
好，然后再来最后再我给他一个小建议就是，因为他从头到尾就觉得他像老师，哇，可是那种老师上课都站在原地，然后这样，然后就坐在黑板上面讲，当然比较传统老师。那他刚刚其实一直在拖位。其实他这样可能就是少一点那个，大家如果看TED演讲，其实有时候讲者他会适度的跟观众，就是可能会很自然的走来走去，但是是有目的性，不是乱走。那我觉得你刚刚如果其实要更轻松，你可以 relax 一点，你可以就走一下，然后对观众这样更深入一点，会让你整个更流畅，更自然这样。
其实我这个简报还有这个讲稿是我这礼拜3赶出来的。我之前有一个我之前原本是另外一个讲题，所以这就是什么之前要换一个我的讲题的原因。可是我因为之前的讲题就是，我觉得，因为就我跟唐学长老师的表现来说的话，我其实比较像是在念讲稿，不是在说故事，所以我就想说狠一点，干脆把这个东西都换掉，然后就利用礼拜3的时间，刚好反正补习可以请假嘛，你知道，所以就直接请假，然后就来做这件事。
所以你的稿子刚刚是有脱稿演出吗？是你自己真情流露讲出来的。
因为这就是我第2个故事啊。
第1本来就好，所以他能讲这么流畅。因为我刚才其实都是他是有听到，真的是有实力。好，后面最后老师或同学有在做最后的分享。好，又 OK。
我是中立高中的老师，然后呢就是这样从小到看到现在，我觉得这位同学让我印象非常深刻的是，怎么可以这么流畅啊？而且我本来想说，你会不会是因为紧张，所以语速变得很快？就刚刚听你讲话就说，应该是本来讲话就这么快，然后讲话这么快的情况下，就是发现他的那个内容其实是相当充实的，但不会有那种停下来的那种结束的空白时间。我觉得这一点其实我觉得目前高中生来讲，应该是超常数、超龄水准的演出了吧，那非常的神奇。所以这让我觉得真的是叹为观止。可是我刚刚就一直偷问那个蔡老师，这到底是几年级高中班的毕业生啊？
毕业生是
加油！
对，然后还有就是那个不断在文章的架构，就整个内容架构部分就真的非常完整。怎么样开始，然后怎么样反复的去论述这样的东西，然后再加入实例跟结尾，这结构真是经过精心安排。然后你刚刚说你是班3才决定，我就觉得你应该就谎报年龄之类的吧。我真的觉得是一个非常厉害的学生。
谢谢老师。因为老师我自己觉得 其实用英文简报，最后它有已经是一个很大的挣扎，因为他光把，其实我们同学念英文念起来就是比较没有感觉，因为他光那个大家要念好就已经很辛苦，所以整场可能调都比较很紧张这样。可是我发现同学他已经是英文就像母语一样，可以讲的就像讲中一样，他一样做什么他都可以很自然而然的流露出他的真情，他的一个情绪跟他的一个个性，所以他真的是非常有用的孩子。好，我们是在最后掌声谢谢他。